General Andrews,
And the Dream Stream presents Rapid Runs!
yeah.
Let's
Everything's
go.
perfectly good to go. Yeah, so you can take it away.
Excellent. Well, hi, everybody. I'm Erica. This is the very first speedrun I ever learned in my life. Day of the Tentacle, Maniac Mansion 2. A lot of people know Maniac Mansion. Not many people know this game, or if they do, you probably grew up in the early to mid-90s. I'm just going to explain a little bit of tech on how this speedrun works. It's a point and click, and yet you use a lot of the keyboard to do a lot of shortcuts. This is the remastered version that came out, 7 or 8 years ago now. But I play it with the classic everything, classic art, classic toolbar, classic everything. That is the crux of how the whole speedrun works. So with that, a lot of the tech is figuring out where you can manipulate inventory management in the most efficient manner. There are some areas in the game where inventory acts a little goofy. I'll try to point them out as it happens, but when I say, yep, there it is, there's where the inventory management is goofy, that's what I'm talking about. Where the game allows you to do things you can't do anywhere else normally. And with that, let's go ahead and get this run started. Let's see, do I want to start a new game? Yes. And the timer will start right when I click on this no, and I'm going to do it in 3, 2, 1, going. Here we go. It's a lot of skipping of animations. If you don't know this game, essentially the plot is that you are Bernard here and his friends Hoagie and Laverne trying to go back in time and save the planet from Purple Tentacle.
I don't think I can pick that up.
There we go. And so the first chunk of this is really just setting up a lot of inventory stuff. You can be Hoagie and Bernard. I sometimes call him Bernardo for no good reason. You can send items back and forth through the
There's something in the chronology.
Time machine, and that is kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to be sending things back and forth in time between Bernard and Hoagie. You cannot access the third character, Laverne, until later on in the game. I just did a silly. So, just walking around doing a whole bunch of inventory. This game is so fun. You will not, unfortunately, see the glory that is this game and a lot of its humor because I will be skipping literally all the cutscenes and dialogue that I can. But I honestly, this game is a lot more adult than it looks. The art style is fantastic. And it's classic, just Lucas Arts point and click from the early 90s. There was a number of titles that he did. I know a lot of people are like, oh, this is just like Sam and Max or Monkey Island. It's like, yep, it's all the same thing. There's a pot spot. You can send things to Hoagie without stopping while walking, which is kind of key in a speedrun. More you can do without stopping, the better. And that was the first spot.
Maybe this one.
Oh, I had a little bit of a glitch there where sometimes the game takes a long time to process. Here's another fun little glitch. I'm going to open this door, take the crowbar, grab the dime on the ground, all at the same time. It's a nice little fun glitch there. You need to pick up some fork, picking up the coffees. We will use this much later in the game, but this is the best time to grab it. We're going to open up the grate right here. We're going to then talk to this fellow over here. We're going to skip all this dialogue, and then we're going to exchange this.
I don't know.
And then we need to talk to this fella. And basically we tricked him into doing some stuff so we can get some items. We need to pick up these shattering teeth, which is why we opened the grate earlier so that we can trap the teeth there. And we are on here. Here's one of my favorite object manipulations. We send all these items to Hoagie while we're walking to that coin, and it's all going to catch up right there. Now we got to give Dr. Edison a decaf coffee. And again, the game lets us skip a bit around there. We don't have to go all the way down the steps to give him the stuff. This is pretty much the game in a nutshell. It's just high octane, constantly picking and choosing stuff, skipping as much as you can. My left hand, which is on the keyboard, is doing a lot of extra work to do what needs to be. I forgot to grab something. I didn't actually grab the sweater. I missed the sweater. There we
Ew,
go.
It's soaking wet.
And then we're going to be seeing our old friend from the first game, Green Tentacle. There's so many characters that make a cameo from the first Maniac Mansion. If you are a fan of Maniac Mansion, you're going to enjoy a lot of the nods to the original Maniac Mansion. And this next room is actually, there is a computer in this room that you can play the entire first Maniac Mansion game in. That computer in the back of the room, you can access the entire first game doing that. It's pretty wild that you can, if you buy this game, you get not one game, but 2 games in one. So this game is exciting for that reason. It practically sells itself. All right, we're back on Hoagie now. We kind of finished what's considered like Bernard 1. So now we got to go around on Hoagie collecting a lot of items, getting a lot of items ready for later in the game. Got a bloop sound. Picking up some items. Another fun inventory spot. We're going to put something in that box right there, but we're going to keep moving, and it's going, and it just does it. It just does it. We accidentally blow up George Washington's dentures. We give him some fake dentures that shake, so everyone thinks he's cold. And so we start a fire in this fireplace. We're going to pick up this blanket, and we're going to keep on keeping on. There we go. Go into the basement. Every iteration of time, we see the Edisons from this time, whatever time period we're in. So we're in colonial U.S. right now. Give me some items. Say, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. We don't get to hear that line, but it is my favorite line in the whole game. Say, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. Got it. All right, don't get your hair in a tizzy. One of my favorite characters, but I never get to see her.
No way could I pick that up.
That's one of the more difficult item grabs in the game.
The water's all...
Come on. There we go. Continuing on and on and on. We got to read to this. Oh.
I don't wanna. Whoa.
Gonna go upstairs. We're gonna use this bed. We're gonna use the bed. Now we gotta swap the beds. We're gonna use this bed. The squeakiness gets the cat, so we can pick up the toy. I swear this game has really hilarious dialogue and is a really hilarious game to play. I swear it is. Unfortunately, you don't get to really experience just how wonderful this game is during the speedrun. All right, back. Now we got to go all the way back downstairs. You think the first time you played this was in middle school, or? Okay, here's these twins. I got the bad animation where there's a long pause in there. All right, moving on in. We swapped hammers. We gave him the left-handed hammer. He was unable to do it, so use it. So he had to give it to his brother, who's the opposite way, and that affects the future. Okay, now we got to go into here and get the gold-plated quill. We got everyone to leave when we put the blanket over the fireplace. Now the presidents are mad at us. Now we're going outside. We're going to go paint a kumquat tree red. That's right, we're going to go paint a kumquat tree red using just some hardware store paint here. Here we go. We got a little bloop sound coming up. I love the bloop sounds. And now another moment where we get to do some fun object manipulation. We're going to, while moving, we're going to send the paint to Bernard in the future. And we're going to wash this. Again, that changes stuff in the later on this level. We're going to go here, some more fun. We're gonna move and put this in the time capsule while, and then we're gonna talk to George Washington,
Whoa.
and he's going to get him to chop down that tree,
But,
and that allows us to unlock Laverne here. So now we get the future. But now we're in the future. This is the future, the same time and space. We got to get caught and go back to prison. In the future of this place, tentacles now run everything. And so we need to send that to there. Time for Bernardo 2. Bernard 2. This is the second section of the game where you use Bernard. You got to do a lot of things. A lot of work goes into this section. This is probably where the game gets kind of the most tedious. This is probably for me like it's just a different. Well, we need to send this to Laverne and putting a hamster in the freezer because we're jerks like that. That's going to cryogenically freeze the hamster for the future, so Laverne will be able to find that hamster later on. All right. There's a lot of.
I don't think I can pick that up.
Oh, there's a lot of back and forth in this particular. I'm gonna send that to Laverne. Now we're going to take a scalpel to this inflatable clown. I am a trained clown in real life, so this kind of hurts me a little bit. Taking the voice box. Gonna go there. Boom. Put the sweater in there. Put that in there. Oh, hi, D. I see you.
I don't think I can pick that up.
Pick up the funnel. Go on up. I saw everything, D. I see everything. We're gonna put the letter on that. Picking up the rope. So basically the IRS has come to deal with Dr. Edison's lapse of proper financial management. So he's being held hostage against his will by the IRS. Take this crank, give that to Laverne. You can only give Laverne objects right now at this point of the game when she's waiting outside to quote-unquote go to the bathroom. Give this to Laverne. Now we got to go paint Fred with the red paint. Head is red. We gotta put this noose on him. I don't ever like this part. The optics of this part is a little messed up. But here we go. Here's the point where it gets real tedious. So we're going back to the roof. We're gonna yank on the rope, fall down to the bottom again. Now we're back in front of after a fall. We gotta climb all the way back up. This is just why it's tedious. It's just a lot of tedious work in this section of the game. And that's fine. But I always feel like this is like the slogging part of the run. After this section, it feels like the game gets a bit easier. We're going to swap bodies with Red Edison. The IRS is going to think that that's still Dr. Edison. And there we go. Now we have to rescue Edison by tying him up and giving a little pull on the rope. Little rope-a-dope. And we're going to go back outside and give one final pull to this rope to get Edison out of there. Alright, now we got to wake him up, put a funnel in his mouth, give him some coffee. Damn good coffee! Now we're going to make him sign the contract. This contract is going to make his family worth millions. But we need to go send this now to the past so that Hoagie can send this letter in the past, so that by the time the present is happening, everything is hunky-dory, and the Edisons are rich. Okay, this next scene is a lot of item movement. A lot of item movement. We're going to send a shitload of stuff to Laverne, and then we're going to send that contract. We're going to send the can opener to Laverne. Oh, so much done in so little time. That part is always... That is one of the more stressful screens of the entire game, just because there's so much work to be done. Now we're going to Betsy Ross. We're going to put these blueprints for her tentacle on there. We're going to pretend to be sick again. He leaves us in the doctor's office. And now it's like we're on the downward slant of the game right now. So because we put down for Betsy Ross those tentacle diagrams, it turned the American flag into a tentacle. We're gonna grab this American flag. And Laverne has an interesting thing. There are several items on Laverne and Laverne only that you just click on the item. You just click on the item and it uses it. You don't have to say use. You don't have to try to drag it to someone. You just click on it and animation happens. Laverne is the only character that has that. So now we are wearing a tentacle disguise. We are able to freely move now into the future. No one recognizes us or is concerned about us. Get this vinegar to there. Come on. Pick up our friend, the hamster. Put these on our friend here.
You're ready to go now.
Push him down the steps. Grab the electrical cord, and we're ready for a fashion show. In the future, humans are used like dog shows. And we're gonna frame Harold there. We use the fake vomit to make it look like Harold was sick. Now we gotta make this mummy look all hot and sexy. Hot and sexy mummy. There we go. Let's go in for go to the judges.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
A lot of skipping. We're just basically doing the different categories of the beauty contest. And we won. We won the fashion show. And Laverne is sad to see. Laverne is my favorite character. If you ever play this game, I hope Laverne is your favorite character. Because she's just a peach and a gem. She's weird, she's macabre, she's everything I ever wanted in a woman from a young age. Alright, now we're gonna put this, use the extension cord on this. Put it into the window. So, remember when we put that vacuum cleaner advertisement in the suggestion box in the suggestion box in Colonial? We basically made it a law that every basement has to have a vacuum cleaner, and you will see why that's important in the future here. All right, now we got to try to free these humans.
Hey.
We're gonna give him the food certificate. He was flirting with me, and now he is gonna take that restaurant certificate to his wife. The goddamn cheater. Okay, we just scared the humans away. We're gonna thaw our hamster in the microwave. Please don't put a microwave or a hamster in the microwave. Please don't do that. It's not recommended. Definitely not OSHA approved or microwave approved or anything approved. We put a hamster in ice in a microwave. We're gonna put this mini sweater that was drying for 200 years in there.
I doubt if I could budget.
All right. We're going to put the hamster on the wheel here, but it's a fake out. There we get so we use the vacuum to grab the thing and put the hamster back on here.
Well,
Get that. We got the electrical generator going. We're gonna plug this into the booth. Boom, there we go. All right. We are done with the Laverne. We are done with Laverne. Now we just got to finish up Hoagie, and we're almost done. We are almost done with this game. We're getting there. My best is 21 minutes and 9 seconds. The world record's like 46. I used to be fifth in this. But I've dropped to 16.
Don't look now, but
Mostly because I haven't touched this game in 3 years until this week. Oh, there we go. But I recently, to dust this game off, I was speedrunning it this week, and I managed to get some personal bests. So we're going to give a lab coat to Benjamin Franklin.
Let's hope so.
We're going to help him fly a kite and get some electricity. We made a battery.
Now.
And now we're going to send this up into a lightning storm. It's going to get struck by lightning, charging up the battery. There we go.
Now that was interesting.
yeah.
Why isn't there we go. I don't know why the dialogue wasn't skipping. There we go. Pick that up. We got to plug this into the booth, and we are done on Hoagie. Done with Hoagie. Thank you, Chico. Thank you for that. Congrats. Whoa. And then all we got to do is pick up the phone and buy a real diamond. The whole crux of why everything went to crap with the time machine in the beginning is that Edison was using an imitation diamond and not a real diamond. So because they are now rich, Bernard here got a real diamond. All right. All right, so now we get sent to the day before everything, but we get all disfigured. All three of us, like the fly, it's like it melded us all together. So this is the day before the game takes place. This is the day before. We're trying to stop from Purple Tentacle getting mutated into a super genius. That's the whole crux of the game, is you're trying to save the world from the Purple Tentacle from the first game. We gotta wait here. This is always like the worst part of the game. You're just like waiting to grow to full size again. We are reaching almost the end of the game. We're making decent time. We're gonna go down we're on the final stretch. We're going to use the bowling ball on all these tentacles, guarding the machine.
Now.
We're on the final dialogue tree. We're basically going to trick Purple Tentacle into shooting Dr. Fred over there, but the little mirror on Dr. Fred's forehead is going to bounce the beam back and hit Purple Tentacle instead. So we're going to be done here in just
You sound. You're pretty handy.
and done.
Why don't you zap Dr. Fred if you hate him so much?
There we
Perhaps
go.
That would be entertaining.
I got 21 minutes and like 38 seconds. That's what my timer showed. I was running my timer just so I had a sense of it.
Oh, drat.
There we go. And that's the game. I highly recommend this game to anybody and everybody. If you want to point and click, if you play this game legitimately, it is so much more, entertaining. It is got so much humor in it. The art is amazing. This is the classic art, but the remaster art is beautiful as well. There's also, you can get developer commentary, so you can play the game with the developers talking about how and why they did everything. There's just a lot of amazing content in the remaster for PC. So I highly recommend. Again, it's 2 games in 1 because you get the first Maniac Mansion as well in this game. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everyone had fun. And yeah, thanks for having me, General Andrews. This has been an absolute freaking blast to do this. And I hope you all are enjoying this marathon, the Dream Races.